Alright, so if you have purchased the Lou & Mark's Indie Muse collection, you'll be able to download your files as soon as your payment has been confirmed, which usually happens pretty quickly. So within a few minutes, you'll be able to download your files. Go ahead and locate your zip, uncompress that by double-clicking or right-clicking. You can go ahead and delete your zip, and then your collection of presets and brushes will be right there on your desktop. We're going to go ahead and open Lightroom. We're going to go ahead and go to the Develop module, go to our presets. I'm going to go ahead and right click and make a new folder. We're going to name the folder Indie Muse. I'm going to go ahead and click Create. We're then going to right click on that folder. We're going to hit Import, and we are going to import those presets from the desktop where we uncompressed them. In the folder that says Lightroom Presets, you can Command A, import all of them. It can take just a minute because there is 102 presets, including all the tool presets that are in there. So it can take just a minute. Once it's in there, you can see that all the presets are in there, the tool presets, and all of your Indie Muse Lightroom presets as well. The next step is to go ahead and install the Lightroom brushes. So that is a different step. We're going to go to Lightroom. We're going to go to Preferences. From Preferences, we're going to go ahead and click Show Lightroom Presets folder. Double click on Lightroom. From Lightroom, click Local Adjustment Brush. This is where all your adjustment brushes are. We're then going to minimize Lightroom. Go locate your folder on your desktop that you downloaded and uncompressed. From there, you'll find the Brushes folder. You're going to Command A, copy and move over, or just copy and paste over. You can go ahead and close all these windows. You can go back into Lightroom. I don't know if yours does, but my Lightroom has to be relaunched anytime I install local adjustment brushes. They won't show up until the next time I open up my Lightroom. So we're going to go ahead and close Lightroom, and we're going to go ahead and relaunch it. Alright, so once your Lightroom has opened, you are going to go ahead and go over to your local adjustment brush. You'll see that those are there now, your presets are there. I have these sample images opened up in Lightroom. These are included when you purchase the entire collection. They're just included for your personal use to see the presets. They aren't to be reused or redistributed. They will say sample on them. So we are just going to go through and look at these presets. The base preset is there just to see what the base that I was going for. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and go through all these different presets that are included. The reset image preset will go ahead and take off any preset that's been applied. So we're going to go through, take a look at all of these. Each preset does have 3 variations. The first one is the most mild of them. After that, there's a lighter and a darker version. All of these do give a pretty vibrant contrast to the image, so they are pretty dramatic. They definitely aren't for everyone's style of photography, but if they do suit your photography, they turn out very well. Go ahead and just click through these. These are some of my favorite presets. I designed these based on some time spent in Colorado with the muted skies and just the beautiful colors of greens and browns and oranges. Just really inspired me, and wanted to carry that look over into other types of photography that I do outside of being in that area. And I found these worked really well for outdoor, landscape, more creative photo shoots, engagement shoots, anything that you're doing outdoors. Definitely, most of them won't do well indoors, just depending. They work well on darker, desaturated images. We are just going to continue to click through each one of these presets to see what effect it's going to give the images. There are 3 black and whites included if you do purchase the entire collection. There is a rose gold black and white, gives it a rosy goldish tint to the black and white. There is a beach black and white, which gives it a really nice faded beach look. And then there is just a sun faded, which gives it a sun bleach look with a little bit of a yellow hue. You can apply or remove the film grain on all of these presets, so you can customize that. Sometimes film grain is nice, and sometimes it can be distracting depending on what type of style you are looking to achieve with your images that you're editing. Once we're done going through these presets, we are then going to move on and take a look at the adjustment brushes that you received as well, and see what each of those can do with your images and in combination with the preset. Right, so we are now going to go and see what these adjustment brushes do. You do get 9 of them. There are 3 to warm the skin, 3 to cool the skin, and 3 to brighten your subject. So to warm the skin, if you're using one of the presets such as Rainy Day that really desaturates all those hues, it looks great for hair, for backgrounds, but not necessarily for skin. There are a few adjustments up there in the adjustment brush panel that have been included that can help you with that. As you can see here, we are just going to go through and see which one works best to try to give her skin a little bit more saturation. You can use your left and right brackets on your keyboard to increase or decrease the size of your adjustment brush. You can go through and paint all that in. You can also use the Alt or Option button. You brings up a little minus symbol if you have painted that on somewhere that you don't want it to be, such as your hair, as I have. I'm removing it now. We want it to be pretty accurate and to only be applied to the areas that we need it. And then once you have painted that on, you can go through and click through the different presets that I have made up there for the adjustment brushes to warm the skin to see which of the 3 work best for you. You can also fine tune it in that panel right there on the right hand side. Let's say they don't exactly suit that exact photo, you can go to the temperature and decrease the yellow and decrease the pink a little bit to get that perfect hue. You can go up and use the reset image filter to reset the image, and for the adjustment brush, reset and close. We're going to go ahead and take a look at another photo and see what the other adjustment brushes do. So we are going to put on another preset that desaturates it pretty good. So this is grayed out. I love the hues that it gives, but it isn't necessarily best for the subject. We're going to go and use the Brighten Subject 1. We're going to use the brackets to increase that, paint it over our subject, so that's looking a little bit too bright. So now we're going to use the drop down bar and see what 2. 2 looks pretty good. It's brightened her, but not too much. So you can see you get that beautiful desaturated hues, but still your subject is the main focus. You can use the reset image to go ahead and reset that whole thing, and I hope that these are helpful and you enjoy them. And if you have any questions or need any help, don't hesitate to ask us any questions, send us a message or an email.